In today's video, I'm going to walk you through my Q1 numbers in my business. So what it actually looks like in terms of income, sales, investments I made as well. I'm going to be walking you through the whole of Q1 and where my income really came from and what that really looked like in my business, and just taking you through my numbers and showing you the full picture here. So as I said, I'm going to be sharing everything here, from how much I made, how much I invested, where I invested that money to in terms of coaches, etc. And I'm a huge fan of sharing these numbers because I love transparency with all of these things. And I think it's really important as well to see the context behind everything, where these things actually came from, and just see the behind the scenes of a business like mine in a way that you normally wouldn't necessarily see. So let's jump into it. Here are my Q1 numbers. The first number is cash incomes. This is the actual cash income that came directly into my Stripe, into my bank account over the last 3 months. This was a really great quarter for me. It was just over £20,000. And I think the really exciting part about the context of this is 90% of this was from one-to-one coaching. I largely just do one-to-one coaching. There was an odd course sale as well, and there were a couple of event ticket sales as well. But other than that, it was just one-to-one coaching, which I think is really exciting because I haven't yet added any new offers in. It's definitely something I'm going to be doing this year, but considering this is all really coming from my base offer in my business, that is really great in terms of just seeing the health and sustainability of that one offer being able to really be the foundation of my business, essentially. So anything else is really just building on top of this then. The second number is sales. So this was around 36,000 in new sales. And I love the fact that I've started this year off so strong in terms of the sales numbers, because this is just really indicating the health of the business essentially, because this just means that I don't need to sell a single other thing. And I already know I have that much money coming in guaranteed for 2024, which is super exciting, especially getting that from just the first quarter as well. So always love just starting the year off really strong, starting off just with a really good note in terms of the sales that I'm making. So January for me was a really strong sales month. I really focused on sales and just getting, 2024 off to a really great start there. So I'm super happy in terms of that number and what that looks like for coming in over the rest of the year on payment plans as well. I also made some investments, which I'm going to walk through as well. And I think the fact that I do these investments, the fact that I spend this much on, coaches and mentors was just over 3,000 for these few months. This is a huge reason why I have the results I do, because I have that support in place. And also at the same time, I think, again, this is where context is really helpful. The fact that I was able to invest 5 figures into the stock market as well for just my personal wealth and just growing that was really exciting as well, because it means I'm able to do both of those things at the same time. And I think this is where really building out that consistent income, building out those sales as well, means that I can do both of these things at the same time. I'm not needing to pick between, do I invest in terms of stock market and actually building my own finances up, or do I choose to hire the coach, pay for the program, etc. I was able to do both of these really well and really consistently as well, which was just really exciting to see too. And another one, which is just absolutely blows my mind, this number when I added it up, over the last 3 months, so over Q1, I posted 167 times across Instagram and YouTube. This is 68 Instagram feed posts, 76 YouTube videos, which is crazy, and 23 YouTube shorts as well. So I posted a lot in terms of the Q1 and what that really looked like. And I think the important part here is this is all very strategic. This wasn't a excess of posting where I was just kind of posting for the sake of posting. This has all been very strategic in terms of my content plans, sales plans, etc. But I wanted to really highlight this because I think it's great to see that this is just me doing this. I don't have a team or anything. I don't have, anyone helping me with any of those posts. This has all been literally just me, along with doing my coaching, along with running the second business, along with all the travel, all of those things. And I think it's really helpful to see in terms of my process. And for me, this is just great evidence that my process works, because this has been a really simple part of my business. It hasn't been tricky. It hasn't been really complicated. It hasn't taken, days and days and days every single week to be creating all of this content. But I've still been able to put out a freaking lot of content, which is a lot compared to what, most coaches and service providers are able to put out. So I think this is super exciting just to really highlight that process and just show how I have made things really simple. And I'm still able to post a lot as well at the same time. And then a couple fun numbers as well, because I think this is super exciting, just again for context. I have read and traveled a lot in the last 3 months, which has been really great for me. And I love just being able to have obviously this freedom while having the financial milestones as well. This is a huge part of obviously what I talk about in my business, being able to make more, work less, just get more out of your time essentially. So for me, I read 16 fiction books in the last 3 months, which was above my target towards getting for 50 for the end of the year. And I went on 4 trips abroad as well for, I think just over a month I was abroad for. So yeah, lots of trips, lots of books read as well. So lots of things just outside of the business and other things which kind of I was able to put my time towards while still posting 167 times, while still investing this amount, and while still making all of these sales and making this income as well. So that is the full picture of what my Q1 looked like. That is how much I made in Q1. Let me know in the comments, does anything surprise you? Is there any takeaways that you're taking away from this? I hope the big takeaway would really be that you can not have to pick between any things and you can have all of those pieces together. And that's why I want to share really just the context behind these numbers. And just this full picture of, I can do these things, I can spend my money in this way, and I can also do these other things as well and have all of those different things together at the same time. It's not needing to pick between one or the other. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, if you want me to do more of these every few months, definitely give it a like to let me know. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the daily videos, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow.